Okay. Sit. Greeting routine where we teach her not to jump on people. She sits, you hand the treat to the person. You see, I'm not holding her, she's really sitting, the leash is loose. Go say hi, she goes, gets the treat, she gets petted. Come, call her back to you, good. Step into her, sit. Treat to the person. Loose leash always, no tight leashes, always keep the leash loose. Go say hi, petting, come. This time grab her here, okay, so she can't run back right away. Step into her, sit. And this is just the beginning, this is just after 1 week of training, but she's learning. It's just the beginning, but she can learn this. She's doing pretty well for 1 week. Nope. Make sure she really waits. If she makes a mistake and pops up before you release her to go over, you just tap the leash and say no, and she'll go back like you just saw me do. Go say hi, petting, treat, come. Call her back to come. Good. See how I'm doing it? My right hand has a reward, my left hand grabs the leash, my body steps into her, and you can even do a little circle like this, use your body, and at the end of that circle, sit. One more time, treat, step back to her. She's on your left always with your right hand. Go say hi, go. Come, call her back, good. So that's a greeting routine that we practiced every day with different people. She's doing really well. She's very excited puppy, very nice, of course, but we don't want her to jump on people. When she gets big and huge, she jumps on people, it's going to be a problem. So we need to make sure now that she greets people respectfully. If she gets petted down here, if when she comes over to somebody's got a treat and a petting, there's a dog over there she's barking at. We're practicing the greeting routine this way because if you introduce her this way to people consistently, anytime they come to your house, even somebody in your family that comes home from work, and you teach other members of your family how to do this, when you come home from work, do this little greeting routine, you're practicing with her in one of the most exciting situations she's going to be in. She loves people, and if she hasn't seen you for a while or if she's met somebody new, she's always super excited to see them. But if you practice this every day like we've been practicing, she knows, oh, this is the way I greet everybody. I'm respectful, I don't jump. If the treat is down on her level and the hands are down on her level when she comes over to you, there's no reason to jump. If she jumps, you don't correct, you don't knee her, you don't say off or leave it or down or any of that kind of stuff, because she likes that, and now she likes that, and for her, she thinks you're playing. As she gets bigger, nobody's going to be able to correct her severely enough to make her want to stop. So the correction actually would feed the behavior, and she would never stop doing that. She'd do it, jump, you'd correct, maybe she stopped, and she does it again later. So now, if she jumps, let's pretend she's gonna jump. Here, sweetie, sit. So if she jumps on you, no. She jumps on you, go, no, like that. Go say hi, pat her, so let her jump on you. Let's see. Maybe she'll jump, maybe she won't. So she's not jumping on us because from day one, this whole week, we've been doing the greeting routine. And she knows here, she respects people. But if she jumps on you, let's say I was petting her and she starts to jump, no. Your hands go up and you say no. And she could be jumping like a pogo stick. You just let her do her thing. I guarantee you she will stop and sit down like that, and then good, your hands come back and you show her what does get her attention. She jumps again. Or if she ever starts, see that? Nope. See how she stops? She goes back. Good. So that's the way that you beat the whole jumping thing. You don't correct. You starve out the jumping by not correcting, and the hands go away. She's after your hands. So the hands go up and you say no. When she sits back down like that, the hands come back and you reward her for the behavior you want to see more of. So this is more modern type of stuff where you're not having to correct her all the time. She's going to get way too big to be correcting her. She's obviously going to be a huge dog. So that's a better way to handle the whole jumping thing when she's a puppy like she is now, especially. Okay. Sit. So you're going to walk her up to the mat. She loves going on this mat, but you have to have her sit, and then with your right hand, pat her chest and say, go to your mat, and then say down. Good. Reward her. If she goes straight down like that, that's good. We're teaching her a down stay. Good. Do it on some sort of mat, like a bath mat, not a doggy bed, but a bath mat, or you can get, good, one of these big training mats from my office, because it's not a doggy bed. This mat is only for this one exercise. Good. It's to teach her a down stay. And see how we've already got her just after 1 week. She's got a little down stay happening. And if you want to get more training or do more, good. You keep practicing different things. Like I'm going to try something I haven't tried yet. I'm going to try to walk around her and see if she'll stay there. Good. I walk around her and she stayed there. Good. More treats. Good. See how she's eating the treats off the mat? I walk around her and she stays. So I've worked up to like 3 minutes a day doing this with her. That's a 3-minute down stay. See how she's staying there? Good. At first she couldn't do it. It took like 4 or 5 days to get her to this point, but now she gets it. You always end the exercise while she's doing well. Because if I end before she makes a mistake, tomorrow she'll be a little bit better. Don't do too much. It's better to do a little bit of time, end on a success, and every day she gets better. Okay. 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 You allow her to get up, you walk her off, you have her sit. Never repeat the command. See how she wants to collapse. She's not the easiest puppy to train, but this is all about being gentle and not fighting her. So you have her sit with your right hand, pat her chest and say, go. And she's free. Always pick up this mat. She loves this mat. She's going to want to go hang out on it. So you have to pick it up before she runs on it. The power of this mat is that she gets treats for doing that work on the mat, for staying there no matter where you go, no matter what you do. She stays there and she gets paid for that. But you send her on the mat like you saw. I had her sit and send her on. She waits until you allow her off. Nope. Gonna give her a little treat for not jumping. Good. So see how she jumped? I didn't correct. My hands went up. I said no, and nope. And she stopped again. Good girl. Good. So this jumping thing could be a big problem, and it's going to take maybe a couple of months of you doing the same thing I'm doing here, but it's not bad for one week. Nope. She's really excited because we're doing so much here and we have the camera in front of us. Good, but she's doing much better. And if for her to calm down, you have to calm down. So no more correcting. Reward her when she's being good. There, you dropped it. And don't correct her, but take all the attention away when she's being bad, and there won't be a payoff for the bad behavior. When I'm practicing calling her to come, this jumping thing, she really has, this has been an issue with her. So whenever you're hanging out with her, make sure that you reward her for sitting down in front of you and looking up at you like that. If she jumps, don't correct her. Don't fight with her. I'm sure she's going to jump on me again in another second. So throughout these little videos I'm making for you, I'm just going to keep doing what it takes to help her stop jumping. Of course, she came here with that problem, so it's been 1 week, which is just the beginning of the training. I like to have a dog for 3 or 4 weeks, of course, but we're setting a pattern in motion so that you can continue on. If you keep doing what we're doing here, nope. See that? No. She stops. Good. You need to keep doing that. And anybody else in your family members, the same thing. Good. Rewarding for what you want to see more of and ignoring the bad behavior, not correcting, not giving it attention. The come command this is how I practice the come command. left hand leash, right hand reward, and I always practice calling her away from something. So I'm going to toss a treat over there, and then come, call her back to me. She comes back to me, good. See how I had it in my fist and my right hand? It opened up, I said good, and my left hand grabbed the leash, and I can even step into her and say sit. And then we can do more training. Go. So I'm going to do it a couple times just so you can see how I'm practicing it. Always do it on a leash right now because she's just learning what it means. Go. She goes, treat, come. Call her back to you. Good. Sit. Go. Treat. Come. Good. Notice how I back away a little bit. When you back away, when you call him to come, call her to come, and you're backing away, it makes her run to you. That's what you want every time. You want her, God forbid, she gets off the leash, she's outside or something, she's 20 feet away, you don't have a treat, you don't have a leash, but you have your right hand target. She doesn't know this is empty, that's why we call her to this fist, but she won't know it's empty if it's an emergency. And you say, come, and she'll follow this wherever you go. Good. Just like that. So one more time. And notice that I'm just holding this. This is on my wrist, so I have my left hand free. She's barking at it. She's barking at a neighbor. So this is a good opportunity to call her away from a distraction. Come. Good. See how she breaks away already? Comes back to me. I never repeat the command. If she didn't respond to my command, I'm not going to say it twice. I'm going to tap on her leash. Never repeat the command. If you say, come, you say it twice, she'll never come the first time. So when you're training her and teaching her how this goes, always use a leash, because worst case scenario, it's come and tap on the leash. You see what I just did? As I said the command, I went like this. I tapped at the same moment I was backing away, come. And all she knows is she heard it once, and she came to me, and something good happened. She got a reward. So you always want to practice that way. And that goes for every command. Sitting down. You never repeat it, because you want to teach her the way it goes from day one. You hear it the first time you do it, and something good happens, so you love to do it. That's the way I'm teaching her, okay? And you have the leash so you can gently but firmly reinforce that command. Sit, eye contact, she's looking at me in the eyes, straight down, good. Not like this, not like that, not where she's waiting for you to, or waiting for the giant hand to come out of the sky and it's somehow attached to you. This is very focused, so I'm going to do it again. Nope, okay. That's, by the way, collapsing into a down is not what sit means. So the way I release her from a sit is by patting her chest and saying, go. And that's how she's free. If I want her to, if she's on free time, I just release her, and I want to set her up to do more training. I'm going to step into her, use my body. See how I use my body? When you use your body and you step into her, there's no struggling. There's no leash tension. Your body does all the work. Sit. At the end of the turn, just say the command, she'll go there. Once again, she's right on your left, okay? With your right hand, straight down, good. And then with your right hand, pat her chest, go. And she's free. And I would recommend that you always, no matter where you're going with her, since we're training on the left, which is kind of standard dog training rules, the dog is on your left. It doesn't matter, but we're going to pick a side, so she's being trained on her left. Then we're always turning into her. If I want to turn right, it's an opportunity, okay, to go left and use my body to go right. Come on, see? So I'm never going to never going to take the leash and drag her this way. I'm never going to drag her around because it's going to stress her out, as you can see. But I am going to step into her like this. Okay, come on. Which, you see, this is all brand new to her because she hasn't been here that long. But it's basic dog language 101. Your body steps into her and she thinks you're dominant. So even your wife or your girlfriend or your mom or whoever that's a smaller person, if they do this move, she's going to think, oh, they're dominant. But if you do this move and you drag her around like that, she's going to pull away, and when she's 120 pounds or however big she's going to get, there's no way you can drag her around. So start now using your body, and that move will signal to her, oh, that person's in charge. So that's what we're always doing that. And then at the end of that circle, you can always sit, do that, and then we start working on a sit-stay. Nope. Which is just basically, see how when she broke out of that sit, I said no, I did the circle and I reset her. I still only said sit one time. So sit-stay is just good. Stepping away from her, it might just be 3 feet away, 2 feet away, starting easy, and then going back, good. And every day, you step away a little bit farther. And then back to her, good. She's always waiting for you to go somewhere and come back and reward her when you're next to her. And eventually, you're out there at the end of the leash, it's a 6-foot leash, nope, she's not ready for it yet. She makes a mistake, you say no and reset her. And notice how I'm not popping, jerking, or any of that. The most I have to do is a little bit of tension on the leash and she goes back. I still have only said SIT one time. So now I'm even farther away. She's waiting until I come back. Good. And like that rule that I said in one of those other clips, you always end on a success, but I want to show you, this is how I would practice getting her to have a better sit-stay. The regular sit-stay is where the dog accepts you walking all the way around both ways and she doesn't get up. So this is how I start teaching her that. A little bit of treat as I walk around, keeps her there, gets her used to the fact, nope, make sure she stays there, and always do both sides evenly. See, it keeps her in a little sit-stay, and this is the first day, because this is the 7th day. It's the first day that I've done this with her, but she's ready for it, so either you have me do more, or when I bring her back to you and I show you this in person, you always have this video to practice with. You keep doing this, in another couple weeks, she'll have a really good sit-stay, and you can start dropping the leash and walking away. If she's in a fenced yard or if she's in a house, drop, never let go of the leash if you're outside, but if you're in a safe place, drop the leash, walk away, come back. She's gonna have a really good sit-stay because she's a fast learner. You see how good she's getting now. So the way you release her out of that sit-stay, she's always waiting for you to come back next to her, and then you pat her chest and you say, go, and she's free.